everybody, Michael from the Watch Preserve, and today we are super excited to be at the original site, the original Hamilton Watch Company manufacturing building here in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Come with us as we take you around this incredible historic landmark that was the home to one of America's greatest watch companies. It's really kind of crazy to me, just as my first observation, how well integrated this building now feels as an apartment complex. It's all condos inside of there with, I think, an insurance building at the westernmost edge. But walking into this, you would have no idea that this was the industrial complex of one of the largest watchmaking companies in the world in the 1940s and 50s. It just feels very unassuming, kind of until you start walking up to it, and then those clock towers kind of come out at you. I'm here on the easternmost side of the complex, which is the original part of the building that was built by the Adams and Perry Watch Company in 1875. Originally, that consisted just of the easternmost clock tower and the two adjoining wings. Now, the Adams and Perry Company actually went out of business in 1876, and the building was transferred over to the Keystone Watch Company, then the Lancaster Watch Company, until a group of Lancaster investors pulled their assets after they were purchasing that group and put that into the Hamilton Watch Company, which was founded here on December 14th in 1892. The most recognizable parts of the original Hamilton manufacture are, of course, the two clock towers. Both the east and the west clock tower are 90 feet tall, feature 4 clock faces, and are trimmed with mansard and copper roofs. You can see how beautifully they've held up over the years. In the years following the founding of the Hamilton Company in 1892, expansion was the name of the game. The original building was built up to 4th floors, and the west wing was extended all the way here to the westernmost clock tower, which was built in 1916. In the years following, northern expansions and other wings were added to maintain production and keep up with demand. I'm standing here at the very westernmost edition of the complex, which was built in 1963. This was the last renovation or addition that the Hamilton Company did to this complex, as only 6 years afterwards it would cease U.S. production of wristwatches entirely, as production moved to Switzerland, and they would soon be acquired by what is now known as the Swatch Group. After Hamilton closed its doors here in 1969, the building was eventually converted into condo units in the year 2000. When you walk around the complex today, you could easily be forgiven for not realizing this quiet building was once the beating heart of one of the largest watch manufacturers in the world. It feels more like a museum or an old school now than the roaring factory it once was. But if you pause for a moment, you can sense the history lingering in the air. Though the machines have long gone silent and the watchmakers have moved on, the spirit of the Hamilton Watch Company still clings to these walls and is woven into the very fabric of Lancaster.